Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Miss G here. We're going to go ahead and go over what we worked on yesterday for homework, and that is addition and subtraction and some real world problems. So our first one was to solve, right? So we're adding here. We've got 7,345, and we are adding 2,846. Now, once again, I'm going to go ahead and quickly, well, as quick as I can, do my place value chart just in case I think I might make any mistakes. Remember, this is a really good tool to use to help yourselves when we are adding big, small numbers. So I want to move you, not you. Miss G. Okay, there we go. I wonder if I could copy this. Let's see. No. Okay. Let's be quick here. I wish I had this done before, but it is what it is. Tens. Now we're gonna make this a little smaller here. I'll just move this over. We've got our next insert our hundreds. And I'm going to make sure, I forgot with the other one, to bold this, and just so we can make it very clear. And I'm actually going to be more organized here, and I'll rewrite my numbers as needed. Move my tens over a little bit. And my last, I'm going to do thousands. All right. So actually, I'm going to do 10,000s just because she's using that big brain of hers. And I noticed that my numbers are pretty large, right? 7,000 is a pretty large number. And I know that 2,000 is pretty large in terms of I'm getting pretty close to 10, right? When I add 7 and 2, that's 9. It's pretty close to 10, plus I've got all these other numbers. So I'm likely going to go to my 10,000. So I'm just going to do that just in case. And I'm just giving you guys an FYI, right? You're big time third graders. So a lot of your questions will likely involve you using the 10,000s place. So just have that prepared just in case. If you don't use it, then it's not a big deal, right? It doesn't hurt to have it just in case, have it ready. So I wish this would cooperate with Miss G, but it's not. It's just adding another challenge to my week. Okay. Next time I should just do it that way. All right. Now, let's rewrite my numbers again. I've got 7,345. All right, and once again, I'm going to do it like this. Remember, this always helps me. 10, right? 10. 100 gets 2 zeros. 1,000 gets 3 zeros. You see how I'm doing this? And 10,000 is going to get 4 zeros. And remember, 1, 2, 3 zeros get a comma. All right, so we've got those numbers, and then we're adding 2,846. So I'm adding. Here we go. I'm going to add. I'm going to look at my ones place first. I've got 5 plus 6, and I'm going to do that with my fingers, and I get 11. So that means 11 is written like this, right? That's the number 11. So my last digit stays. Oh, I should have done it this way. That's the number 11, right? So that means the last digit stays, and this one is going to come here, okay? So now I'm adding here. I've got 4 plus 4. That's 8 plus 1 is 9. So I don't need to bring anything over to my hundreds place. 8 plus 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11. Again, right? 11. So that means my second digit stays, and this 1 is going to come here to my thousands place. 7, 8, 9, 10. So my 0, right? 10 is written here. My 1 is going to go to my 10,000s. 1 plus nothing is 10,000. So 1, 2, 3. And I've got my answer of 10,191. But I'm a good third grade student, so I'm always going to check my work. Remember, if you're doing an addition problem, to check it, you would subtract. You're going to take one of your numbers. Here, I'll take the 2,846, and I'm going to subtract. And if I do it correctly, I should get this, 7,345. Let's see. 1 minus 6. I can't do that, so I'm going to take away from this 9 and make it an 8. Turn this into an 11. 11 minus 6 is 5. 8 minus 4 is 4. I need to borrow again. So I can't borrow anything from this 0. Oh no, I gotta borrow from you. So you are now a 0. You end in 0, so you're gonna become a 10. But wait, I need to borrow from you, so now you're gonna become a 9. And I'm taking you. 8, 9, 10, 11, 3. 9 minus 2 is 7. Ta-da! I did it correctly. Fix your mistakes if you have any. Fix your mistakes if you have any. Enjoy me struggling to erase. I love pencils for this reason. All this digital stuff, it's very complicated. Ah, this dot. This dot is gonna haunt me. Go away, dot. Okay. Fix that too. Okay, let's do a different color. Maybe it won't be as confusing with those things up there. Ah, I didn't forget about you. Oh no. She's struggling here. Okay, here we go. Next, solve 6,781, 6,781, and we're subtracting 3,000. That's a crazy one. 420. That's the most aggressive one I've ever written in my life. Much better. We're subtracting. 1 minus 9. Can't do that. Sorry, 8. I gotta take from you. You notice how I always take from this number, right? This isn't gonna take from any other number. It's taken from the number it's involved in, all right? It's borrowing from his neighbor, his friend, in his number. That 1 is going to turn to an 11 because it ends in a 1, right? 11 minus 9 is 2. Now I've got 7 minus 2, that's 5. 7 minus 4, that's 3. 6 minus 3 is 3. 3,352. I'm going to check my work because I'm a great student. So remember, if I did subtraction, I'm going to add. Now I'm not going to add my my big number here. If I have my big number, I'm going to have an even bigger number. If I'm going to add, I'm going to add the other small number. You always add the smaller number when you're taking away. All right. 9 plus 2 is 11. 5 plus 2 is 7, plus 1 is 8. 4 plus 3 is 7, and 3 plus 3 is 6. 6,781. That's correct. Goodbye. I erase the. All right, here we go. Fill in the blank to make the equation true. 5,000 plus blank equals 8,763. 8,763. So 5,000 plus this mysterious number. So if I have my answer and I have what is being added to get to this answer, I'm going to do the opposite, just like I said here, right? We're going to subtract. We're going to take away 5,000 to figure out what our mystery number is, right? 5,000 plus another number is going to get us to 8,000. So that means we need to take our total and subtract the other number they gave us so we can figure out this mystery number. 3 minus 0 is 3. 6 minus 0 is 6. 7 minus 0 is 7. And then 8 minus 5 is 3. 3,763 is my answer. I erase you. All right. Letter D. Ooh, we got some words here. Let's read it. Which strategy could help you solve 9,246 plus 1,374 more easily? Break apart the numbers by place value and add the parts. Is that what we've been doing? Subtract instead of adding. What? Why would I subtract? It's not telling me to subtract. That's not going to make it easier. That's just going to confuse me. I'm not even doing what they're asking. Multiply by 2. Ooh, what? We don't multiply big numbers like this. No, we haven't learned that. Miss G would never do that to us. Use only the ones place to solve. Well, this is the ones place, the 6 and the 4, but is that going to solve the entire question? No. What are these? Obviously, it's A. That's what we've been doing, right? It's obviously A. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and now let's move on to our real world problems, addition and subtraction. Jessie has 1,250 marbles. She gives 478 to her friend. Gives, which means we are subtracting. And I am going to say 478. I'm only going to model a couple of these for you, okay? So we are going to subtract. Here we go. My ones placed. I put everything in my place value chart. I'm still using my place value chart here. I got to borrow from that 5 to make this a 10 because, well, 0 can't subtract 8. 8 to 10 is 2, right? 10 minus 8 is 2. 4 minus 7. Can I do that? Absolutely not. So I once again got to borrow. Sorry, 2, you're turning to a 1. This is going to turn into a 14. That 1 just comes in front of the 4. 14 minus 7 is 7. 1 minus 4, can't do that, so I've got to borrow from you. Sorry, that 1 you're turning into a 0. This one you're turning into an 11, because remember, you just put the number that you borrowed in front of it. That's an 11. 11 minus 4, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 7. 772 is my correct answer. Now I'm going to pretend I just checked my work, but Miss G has the answer key. But by checking your work, how would you do that? For the sake of time, I'm helping you guys out here. You would add, right, 478 plus your answer, and you're going to get 1,250. Letter B, Sarah has 2,153 stickers in her collection. She buys 798 more. How many does she have now? So when I read that out loud, so I say, okay, I start with 2,153, and I get more. So am I going to subtract? I'm not giving away, I'm getting more, right? I'm going to add. Read the question out loud a couple of times if you need to. So 8 plus 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. My 1 from my 11 goes here. The other one goes here, 11. 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 5 is 15. So the 5 goes here and the 1 comes here. 7 plus 1 is 1, plus another 1 is 9. 7 plus 1 is not 1. It's 8. Plus a 1 is 9. And then 2 stays the same. And I've got my answer, 2,951. And I've been a bad student. I'm sorry. This should say the word marbles. Marbles. When Miss G was in 3rd grade, I would get points taken off if I didn't identify. My teacher would say, 772 cookies, 772 people, 770. What are we talking about here? We're talking about marbles. So in this one, I want you to write the word. What are we talking about? Stickers. She has 2,951 stickers. Always label your answer in word problems. Always, always, always. Stickers. Always label your answer. And once again, I'm going to pretend Miss G is a good 3rd grade student, but for the sake of time, I'm not going to show you because I've already showed you a few times, right? To check my answer, I would, if I added, right, I'm going to subtract. I'm going to take my number here, my total that I just got, and either subtract this number or this number. I would do this one number because it's smaller, and you should get this as your answer to make sure you have the correct answer. But once again, I have the answer key. He. So I know I have the correct answers. So check your work right now while I get the other page pulled up. Next, a school has 856 books in its library, right? They buy 437 more books. How many do they have now? Here we go, another keyword, more. So 856 books, and they have more, which means I'm gonna, hopefully you did this, add. I'm adding 437 more. 7 plus 6 is 13. My 1 comes here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8 plus 4 is 12. See how I did that? Because now I have a thousands place. I'm adding a new place. 1,293. Always add that comma after 3 digits. Books. 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 We're talking about books here. Letter D. Letter D. Moving quickly here. Letter D. Tom baked 543 cookies. 543 cookies for a bake sale. He sold 276. He sold 276. How many are left? Sold. Sold. He got rid of them, right? Think about it. When you sell something, do you keep it? No. You keep the money they give you, but you get rid of whatever you're selling, right? So you subtract that thing from your life. Think about it that way, right? You're getting rid of it. So we can't do 3 minus 6. We got to borrow from that 4. That 4 turns to a 3. This 3 turns into a 13. Remember, the one you borrowed from here turns into a 1 in front of this number. 13 minus 6 is 7. Can we do 3 minus 7? No, no, no. So we take 1 away again. We borrow from our hundreds place. That 5 turns to a 4. The 1 we take from there turns into a 10, right? So now 13. 13 minus 7 is 6. 4 minus 2 is 2. 267 cookies. Cookies. And once again, I'm going to pretend I am a great 3rd grade student. I would add, since my question was subtraction, to check my work, I would add 276 to this one to make sure that I have the correct answer. And lo and behold, I do. Okay, I have that number I started with. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so please make all the necessary corrections, and I'll see you in a minute for our next math video.